Hello, my name is Chanel Penn, and this is my synopsis speech. I want you to imagine for a moment 1,333,763,900. This is the number as of Monday, May 4th, 2015 at 9:58 p.m. Abortions that have taken place worldwide. Currently, in the United States, 375,153 abortions have taken place. 375,153 little babies have never seen the light of day, felt the warm touch of a mother's love, the smooth, wet kisses of affection, or smelled the coolness of fresh air. These babies were never given the choice to live. These babies never had the choice to make something of themselves, to understand and feel love, to dance in the rain and feel unshakable joy. This is heartbreaking. Can you imagine seeing 375,153 little babies dying of all different sizes? This is genocide. But how many times do we stop and think about these innocent babies? But we don't stop and think about the women that have undergone these abortions. 101,314,000 women from the ages of 15 to 64 have reported having an abortion in some time in their life in 2007. This averages about 28% of women that have had at least one abortion in their lifetime. This is 1 out of every 5 women that have experienced the mishap of abortion. Many times these women are categorized as evil women or murderers. But I challenge you to put your feelings aside for a moment and think. Think of how these women must have felt before and after abortion. The hopelessness, the judgment, the pain, and the hurt most of these women have felt. Now, I can't speak for all women, but I can speak for many. I want you to take a moment and put your feelings aside and put yourself in the place of one of these 101,314,000 women who have undergone this. First, let's look at hopelessness. Many women that have had an abortion say that they felt like they had no choice. They felt like having an abortion was their only choice. They felt that even when they went to women's services, where they're given, the first thing they're given is a pregnancy test. And they see that they have a positive test result. That when they walk up to that counter and show the secretary that they do in fact have a positive pregnancy test, that most of the time the secretary asks them, so when do you want to schedule your termination? Not, hey, let's look at these options, let's look at adoption, let's look at having the baby and different services that could help you have this baby. But no, let's schedule a meeting to terminate this. This is an experience of a 19-year-old girl who went to a women's services. Many women feel that if they do not have an abortion, that they're going to ruin not only their lives, but also the life of this innocent baby. So they think in their mind, well, I might as well just have an abortion to save their life and to save my own. The next thing is a lot of women feel that they were extremely judged. Many women that were thinking about having an abortion or keeping the baby have visited different websites. And on those websites, especially ones they say that were religious, said either turn or burn or you're going to hell. They weren't saying verses like children are a blessing, children are a gift from God. But they were saying, no, you're evil for even thinking those thoughts. You're, discrimination. You're not worth anything. It's time that we stop picketing and we start supporting these women. That we put down our picket signs that say turn or burn. But we say, hey, how can I help you? How can I help you? Not how can I help you have an abortion, but how can I help you learn to be a mom, or learn to prepare to be a mom, or learn to give up your baby for adoption. The next thing is the pain. A lot of women that have in fact had an abortion say that the pain of having an abortion is so excruciating that in the memory of it is so terrible that they can't even listen to a vacuum cleaner. Can you imagine for a second a young woman laying on a hospital bed with her legs spread wide open as she is clenching the hand of a nurse next to her, as this man or woman is coming near her with this vacuum-like tube, sucking this baby from in her. This pain is described as the worst pain that most women have ever felt in their life. It's indescribable. And that leads to the hurt. Many women, after having an abortion, feel so much guilt and shame. They feel suicidal. They think of, what have I done? What am I going to do? I'm unworthy. I'm not good enough. I'm terrible. I'm evil. And then some women, after having an abortion, are infertile. This is the case of a lot of women in China that have abortions. Due to the fact that abortions are not cheap and they don't want their name to go on record, a lot of times they don't go to doctors and they become infertile because the procedure is so excruciating, so terrible. Now, before I conclude, I want to tell you a story of a 16-year-old girl named Jenny. Jenny is a 16-year-old girl who had a passion for dancing and had dreams of traveling to New York for dance. Jenny would often walk home after dance practice, walking along the sidewalk near the road and other shopping centers. The dance studio was only several blocks away from her house in a small neighborhood strip mall, and Jenny had walked the same path for over 3 years. One night, on her way home around 8:30, Jenny was suddenly taken away into a dark alley about a block away from her house and raped and left to die. A neighbor had heard Jenny's whimpering scream nearby and called the police, and Jenny was saved. Jenny had found out a few months later that she had become pregnant from the raping. She kept it to herself, ashamed of what others would think of her. Would they think the rape was a lie? Would they believe her? Could she look into the eyes of this baby without remembering this devastating mishap? Could she give this baby a successful life, and could she give up her dream of going to New York for dance? Can you see her? These women are not all selfish, murderers without souls or feelings. These are women who are scared and without hope, desperately needing someone to come beside them who is going to offer hope, support, comfort, and love. Offering this hope to women who feel like they are hopeless in a hopeless situation can possibly stop abortions from even starting. If you want to stop abortions, love on those who are faced with this hard choice. You can save a life. Thank you.